So we're here today to talk about the Jeep JLU Rubicon. You've seen it on a couple of adventures, but we've never given it a proper walk around. It's been in the fleet, I think, for about a year and a half, and that's what we're going to do today. We're going to talk about Lucy. Why this platform? Why the Jeep JL Rubicon? I was thoroughly impressed with the redo of the Jeeps from the JK to the JL, so that was one perk. Also, I personally feel like the white Jeep Rubicon is my spirit vehicle and we connect on a special level. So, you know, there's that. This particular build we looked for specifically because it has the steel bumper group. So we weren't going to have to switch out the bumpers. It comes front and rear solid axles, which is always a bonus. Dana 44s, front and rear. And the lockers all come standard, front and rear lockers. And disconnecting sway bar, also a standard feature on the Rubicon. And then something else that I wanted was the premium hardtop. Has a little bit of extra insulation to cut down on noise and, you know, keep it a little warmer and a little cooler when you need those things. Another bonus to the Rubicon platform is the option of the LED headlights, which we got on this one. That's why we started with this as our platform. We did do some upgrades. We did a 2.5-inch AEV lift kit, and then we paired that with the AEV wheels and these BF Goodrich tires that are 35s. All right, so in this steel bumper, we mounted the Warn Xenon 10S winch, and we paired that with the Warn Fairlead and the Factor 55 flat link. Under here, we removed the factory skid plates and we replaced them with the aluminum Quadratec full skid package. All right, and on the sides, we installed the Ace Engineering rock rails or rock sliders. And we've had these in the past on other Jeeps and we really like them. One of the things I personally like about them is it allows you to keep the factory Ruby rail, which I think just gives it a more finished look and a little bit of extra enforcement there. So we also added this Long Range America auxiliary gas tank. So it adds an additional 17 gallons of gas to the factory gas tank and increases our range quite a bit. So we also added these metal cloak hinge steps. Being a short girl, I am particularly fond of them because they allow me to access anything up high much easier. I'm going to use the step and get up here and access this Front Runner Slimline 2 rack that we installed. It has this bar that runs down to the front so that if you want to, you can still take off your Freedom tops. All right, starting at the front of the rack, we have this Baja Designs mix pattern 40-inch S8 light bar. So we have both spots and floods. One of my favorite features of the light bar is that at night it has these parking lights that light up across the top in the amber color. Moving back from the light, we have this MaxTrax recovery boards in the gunmetal gray. We have a set of 4 and it's just a great basic piece of recovery gear. Also, we use them for leveling for the tent sometimes. Moving back from the MaxTrax, we have an ARB tent. We don't always leave it on the rig, so we have it set up on the Front Runner quick release system. Just pop the hinges, comes right off. It's great. And on the side, we have our axe mounted with the Front Runner axe mount, and we get a lot of use out of this on the trails. And coming around to the other side of the Jeep, we have mounted the Crazy Beaver murder spork. It's one of my favorite tools to talk about just because murder spork. Here we have the Front Runner steel table with access port coming to the back of the Jeep. Moving around to the back cargo area of the Jeep, we have this aftermarket Mopar table. We've been extremely happy with it. It makes getting coffee in the morning so much easier. And the rear, we replaced the factory platform here with the Goose Gear platform. One of the reasons was we wanted to be able to secure the fridge a little bit better, and the Goose Gear platform allows this window here that you can lock but still open and access your storage underneath the platform, which is really nice. On the other side of the platform, we have the Dometic CFX fridge that's secured down, and it's been a great addition to the Jeep. So the back of the Jeep has some natural storage compartments you can see. So over on this side we have stuffed in the Dead Man recovery and our Bug Out 130 solar panel. On the driver's side in the cargo area, we mounted the ARB dual compressor. We haven't been fully sold on this as its final resting place, but it's been working pretty good. And it has its own switch right back here, so that's pretty convenient. Back between the compressor and the fridge, we have this added power. Tucked back in a nice little corner behind the refrigerator is the ARB jack. And we prefer that over the high lift just for safety reasons. And then this bracket is for the roof rack. Again, the front runner rack allows you to take the front off and it comes through the roof and connects to your roll bar in the back for added stability. And on the back window, we have a second piece to the Blackview dash cam, and this one, as you might expect, records out the back window. Okay, in this build, we try to keep everything nice and clean because it's not primarily used as overlanding, it's more of its secondary function. So here we've tucked everything neatly up under these seats. We have all the gear for recovering and airing up and down stowed away nicely. And then you can see the first aid kit is readily available. Moving inside to the cockpit, you can see we've kept it pretty clean. Starting at the top, we have the Blackview dash cam. Coming down to this part, we have the bulletproof mounting system. We use one over here on this side. We usually have a GoPro running there. And on this side, we have the bar for the Garmin Overlander. And then coming down, we have all the fun buttons. This is how you engage your front and rear lockers. And then your sway bar disconnect has a nice little button. And then these 4 auxiliary buttons, which allows us, again, to keep it pretty clean because the light bar up top is hooked into one of these factory buttons. Okay, so that's a wrap on the details of our 2019 Jeep Rubicon JLU build. As you saw through the walk around, we tried to keep it a nice clean build because its primary function is not overlanding, but she's more than capable.